Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Power Within. And as we wait for my host, we'll go over disclaimers. As you guys already know, there is nobody here that's professionals or anything like that. We're speaking on experience, and we would like to invite you guys, if you want to come on the panel, to be able to discuss whatever you've been going through or things that you have overcome along your journey. And as you know, before, when I first started this, it was on a journey, a spiritual journey, and I was inviting you guys to come along and the things that I went through and some of the things that I'm encountering now. And I just would like to share those with you and then allow you to share some of your experiences as well. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, your peanuts, or your wine, whatever it is to put you in that mood, and we'll get started. Say hello to my co-host.
Hey,
I'm glad that you made it. And how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. The music too loud?
I mean, I can hear it. I mean, it ain't. I mean, but I can always hear it.
All right. But anyway, um, tonight's episode we're going to be talking about the importance of mindfulness, because right now during this time, there's a lot of things going on, a lot, and there's things that's going on around us globally. There's some that's going around within our unit, our friendships, our situationships, our families, and also there's things that's going on spiritually. And a lot of us have ascended or ascending to this new earth and adapting to this new earth, and our spiritual beings is being connected back into that mindset. And however, there's others that may be struggling with it. You know, they're there, but then they're not quite there, or they're just having difficulties right now. But be mindful that you are safe. It's you that causes the chaos within your being. It's you that cause everything that goes on around you. If you say my life is going out of whack, because you're speaking that into your life. So we're going to talk about tonight the importance of being mindful. And one of the things that I feel that is very important as far as being mindful is being able to sit with yourself and be with yourself in that moment. And it's not like, oh yeah, I just sat there and I listened to the birds and this and that. No, you got to listen to what's going on in the inside of you, because it talks to you. When you're mindful, you're slowing down all the extra around you. It's like being shut out, and it's a form of meditation. Whereas you're being able to connect with what's going on within yourself, how you feeling, and those are the main things that you're asking yourself when you're being mindful, and you're constantly and you're concentrating on one something. Me personally, I concentrate on my stomach, and maybe because that's my zodiac sign, because my zodiac sign is the stomach, is the digestive tract. Maybe that's why, but I concentrate when I'm meditating, or when I'm being mindful and I'm sitting still. That's where my focus goes, where I'm actually inside of my stomach. and feeling everything that's going on around within my stomach. And some people, they do their heart. Some people do their brain. Some people do their hands. Some people, it's wherever wherever was going to keep your attention right there. And you're not going to flare off and start thinking about, oh, I got to get up in the morning and pay this and do this and do that. You're here in the moment. You're not worried about what's going on yesterday. You're not worried about what's going on tomorrow. You're not worried about what's going on in the next 2 hours. You're present in the moment. And also, being mindful helps you with anxiety. It also helps you with high blood pressure because it relieves a lot of stress. And that's what when we're dealing with so much on the outside, that noise that's constantly in our ears, that noise that's always there, where you're able to detach away from that. For how long you can do it. Some people do it 30 minutes. Some people can only do it 5 minutes. Some people can only do it 2 minutes without a thought coming in. But as you practicing it, and you know, the practice came from the Buddhists. That's where it came from. It's a practice that they do. And if you notice, all we're doing is bringing tools from different areas and bringing it to one, because it's all the same. Everything works in conjunction with each other, but it's us that separates everything. And we have problems with all that's going on around us. Oh, this is happening to me because of this. No, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you because of this. You know, if you had bad eating habits, and now that you're having this problem, and then when you go to the doctor, the first thing the doctor gonna do is try to give you some medication. That's the first thing they're gonna do. But when you start looking within yourself, what is it that I'm doing? Why am I doing this? And when do I do this? How much am I doing? And you start dissecting that, because everything starts within you. Everything starts with you. The food didn't make you act that way. The drinking didn't make you act that way. You made yourself act that way. You went out and sought whatever it is that you wanted to seek out. Even if you get into a bad relationship, because I don't want to sit and wait for the right person. I don't want to work on myself. I just want to get out there and get with somebody. And that's the misconception that people have, is that right now, like I said, we're in this state where there's a lot of things going on, and everybody's panicking. Everyone wants to look to other people for the solution instead of looking within themselves. They want to blame this person. They want to blame this situation. They want to blame this, whatever. It's always a blame, but never does it reflect back at you that, hey, maybe it's something that I'm doing. Let me sit with myself right now. Let me sit with myself and find out, why am I feeling this way? Because, see, a lot of people come in our lives for us to learn from. We learn about ourselves. We learn about things that we're lacking or we're overdoing. And then when you learn it, you have to go get the tools. And this is how I looked at my journey. Was that I noticed something wasn't right. So I was put into, I was given a bag, a tool bag, a bag to hold my tools. But as I was going along the journey, I had a roadmap. Because I said what I wanted to do. I said how I wanted it to be. I said how this is what I want to do. But then I had to get in that road, get out there. That was the first step. Is to understand that this is what I really want to do. But I just didn't jump out there. I had to learn. I had to sit and learn myself. Because see, a lot of people can't run. So don't get out there with no tigers and try to and you can't run. Don't get out there with the mindset that you're gonna have to sit sometimes if you're the type of person. Well, I just can't wait. I gotta hurry up and get this done. And that's what a lot of people they believe that it's like a TV dinner. We can just pop it in the microwave and it's done. But what nutritional balance are you getting out of that? So now we're back to the point where being mindful. We have to really sit with ourselves. We got to really face ourselves. And it's not a bad thing. It's a thing of patience. It's a thing of virtue. It's an introspection of yourself. And then you get with people that are honest with you. And those are your tribe. Because your tribe is not to tear you down. Because you find your strengths. You know, a lot of people, like for instance, you know, me, I feel that I didn't want to be a leader, you know. And then I talked to people that was around me when I was younger to now to then and there. And they said you was always a leader. But a leader to me is the one that's in the crowd with you. They in the battle. They not sitting up there dictating to you what you should be doing. Because a leader nourishes other people to be able to be leaders. And if everybody is out there doing their part and they're feeding and they're feeding off of one another, not tearing each other down, because nobody got the direct answer. You only got the answer for yourself and how you did it. But that's not somebody else's roadmap. So as we're going through this, we got to stop worrying about things that we can't control. Because it's not your battle. It's not for you to be worried about anybody. So, I mean, that's my stance on mindfulness. But it goes deeper than that. But, you know, we only got 30 minutes to go. We only got 30 minutes on here. And this is going to be Saturday will be our last episode here. You guys can follow us on YouTube. And, now you got something you want to add?
Oh, sure.
Good.
So, as my co-host was saying, there is a lot of stuff going on right now. Astrologically, all over social media, in the world. However, the title is to be mindful. So to be mindful is to be present, not focused on the past, not dwelling on the past, not focused on the future, which would only create anxiety for something that you have no idea what's coming. To be mindful is to be present of what you have going on right now in the moment. I think we forget sometimes that the present is a gift because we're not promised today, tomorrow, the next hour. So it's a present, literally. So it's to be thankful and grateful for what you have, to be mindful that I might not be where I want to be, but I'm here. I might not have everything that I want to have, but I have what I need. Mindfulness is not focusing on the chaos that's going on around you or in your life or externally or anything that's going on around you. It's keeping a level head in spite of all of that. knowing that you're gonna go through ebbs and flows, and you have to stay level with all of that. Being mindful that it could be worse, but it's not. Being mindful that as long as you're here, you got a chance to figure it out and do better. You got a chance to change it. Just being present. You know, you here, you alive, you breathing. You still got the use of all your faculties, because a lot of people don't. I think we take a lot of things for granted. You know, we take a lot of things for granted. You know, because society says we should have this, that, and the third. You know, people killing themselves trying to work a job that don't care about you. You losing your mind once you come home from working 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16 hours at a job, and you're not being present in the moment. Well, I'm coming home to my house, where I can get a peace of mind. I'm being present in the fact that I got a roof over my head, I got clothes on my back, I got food in my stomach. Not that, you know, I got the best car, or I'm wearing name brand, or, you know, none of what social media influencers put out there, because that's just what it is.
True.
Being mindful and present in your body right now with taste, touch, scent, smell, being present in the moment, not worrying or stressing about tomorrow or the future, not dwelling on the past and what happened over back there, because you can't change the past. There's nothing you can do about it. It already happened. And no focusing on the future. You can plan for it, but there's no need to focus on it, because you don't know what's going to happen. Be present. Be thankful for that. It's a lot to be. It's a lot to say that with everything that's going on around us. To, you know, it's about to get real chaotic out here. I really don't get. It's about to get real chaotic for the next month with all these retrogrades and people. I really don't believe you understand how chaotic it's about to be for the next few weeks. And it's going to test you, but you have to remember to remain present, not focused on, oh, it's some bad stuff happening out there. What's going to happen to me? Because worrying about that, something that may never happen, may never end up coming your way, takes away from the beauty and the gratefulness you can have for today, because you're worrying about something that might never ever come. You losing sleep over something that might never happen. However, if you focus on it long enough, that certainly will be your reality, because where your focus goes, your energy flows. So focus on being present and mindful. Focus on being at peace amidst all the chaos. Focus on being present in body, mind, and spirit. Focus on that. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of how you speak to yourself, as well as how you speak to others. Because the person you should definitely be taking care of before all others is yourself. So be mindful of how you talk to yourself. Speak life, speak positivity over yourself, to yourself. Love, abundance, prosperity, health, the real wealth. It's okay to be there for people, but understand your job is to observe, not absorb. It's okay to have empathy and compassion. However, it's not your responsibility to fix it. Be mindful of that. Be mindful that everybody's journey is their own, and everybody's journey and path is different, and no two people are the same. Be mindful of what feels good to you, what moves you, what gives you peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind what your cousin Ray Ray and your mama and your auntie and all of them say, because that's what works for them. I'm not saying you don't have to, say anything negative or speak ill. You can listen and understand, but you still need to do what's best for you, not what's best for them. Because again, everybody has their own life to lead. The only person you can make happy is you. You weren't put here to make anybody else happy except yourself. And we definitely weren't put here to do everything that society says we're supposed to do. Because I'm going to need to see this book where society said it's supposed to be like this, that, and the third. Because society got me effed up. Because, baby, that don't move me. That's not what makes me happy.
Right.
I'm going to do what makes me happy, what feels good in here, what keeps me thriving and growing and healthy and happy and peaceful. It's good to have people who you can talk to without judgment, not to sit up and gossip with,
Right.
not to gossip, not to talk about anybody, because not to be judgmental, not to pass judgment on anyone, because nobody is any better than the next. We just got different struggles. That's all. So who are you to judge the next person? What you can do is have compassion and empathy and understand that just like you may have things going on, so might the next person. That's why you can't take anything personally that anybody says, because 9 times out of 10, they projecting onto you something that they are going through themselves. So I don't get upset when people say stuff about or direct things, because I know who I am. I know what I have going on in my life. And can't nobody tell me or decide for me what makes me happy or tell me who I am except for me. You can have an opinion. And an opinion is like a booty hole. Everybody got one. Everybody got one. But what move yours don't move mine. Okay.
Right.
What work for you don't work for me. So I'm gonna always do what's best for me. I'm no good to the next person trying to say I'm helping somebody if I'm not first taking care of me. If I'm not first looking out for Yolanda. If I'm not first making sure Yolanda's cup is full. If I'm not first making sure Yolanda isn't stressed out. If I'm not first making sure Yolanda is healthy, emotionally, mentally, physically. I mean, we all love our families, our mothers, our fathers. We love them. But we can't live for them.
Right.
Everybody got their own path, own life to live, own mistakes to make, own journeys to walk.
Remember, there's three qualities of mindfulness. Number one is intention. Your intention is your choice. Your choice to want to know you. Your choice is to make that choice to come to sit with yourself, to get to know yourself. And the second one is the attention. Where is your attention going? Your attention should be here. What's going on here? Like I said, mine is in my stomach. Some people, they say they heart. When they say meditate, they meditate and they feel their blood and all that going through their heart and all that. Mine is my stomach. What's going on down there? As if I'm there observing, because that's where mindfulness comes in. And also with mindfulness, and the third one is your attitude. If you have a grudgeful attitude, you got a mean streak, check yourself. Really, check yourself, because that pours out into other people and hurt other people. And those are the three qualities. But also, I used to think that everybody had this, that it was just innate in people, is to have critical thinking. Having critical thinking means that you got to step outside yourself. You're no longer part of the situation. You're observing the situation from the outside. So now you're not biased on this is, oh, I don't feel that way. I don't get along like that. I don't get down like that. No, you're not looking at it like that. Because you have to put yourself in other people's perspective and other people's and how they think. You got to learn how these people, how everybody thinks and who you're dealing with. And like I said, being mindful is what's within you. Sitting with you. And it's a great benefit to being mindful. Great benefit. Because you're not stressed. You're not worried about where your bills is going to be paid. Because see, you already, when you let go and you're breathing in, you're breathing in. And a lot of people don't breathe right. For real, they don't.
Oh, no.
And when you breathing out, you're letting that stuff go.
That's right.
When you breathe it in, take in what it is that you're trying to bring in. And then you let it out. You let all that's not even benefiting you. Your blood pressure be better. And then you have more energy, you're being more mindful with yourself and with others around you. You're not hot, you're not quick-tempered or anything like that. But I just said, I want to say this tonight is because we're about to hit a lot of bumps. There's a lot of bumps coming.
Election season, Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde.
So, with mindfulness, you become more aware. You're more aware of what's going on around you. Because what's going on in you dictates what's going on around you. So, remember to be mindful. There's different things on the internet that can help you with mindfulness, that teach you how to breathe. There's games you can play. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because Saturday will be our last episode here on Facebook. We'll be going on YouTube, Project 360 994. And I'll see you guys on the flip. You guys be safe out there. My hearts ain't working.
You
My
say
heart,
that every time.
my heart's never worked.
There they go, see?
All right, see you guys later.
I mean,
Have a good night.